Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Alexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonial, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All my information and links are down below, as well as in the chat for those of you who would like to take part in future super chat lives. And if you're watching this after the live stream, then feel free to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts connected to the channel so that you are notified whenever I post new content to the channel or when I do a live on live stream. Okay, that being said, for those of you who are joining me here live, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please note that this is not a free reading. This reading is specifically for those of you who are wanting to ask one personal question in regards to your love life. Now, of course, this question should not be a yes or no question. I don't answer yes or no questions. I like to get in depth in what will be channeled here for you. But I do have some example open-ended questions for those of you who may be interested in this type of reading. Okay, so take a look at the title of this live stream, and just so you know, it is $15 USD currency, of course, focusing on one personal question, open-ended question, focusing on your love life. Now, please note that I am not answering questions focusing on pregnancy and health and things of that nature. Okay, that being said, let's take a look at what I've written in the chat so that we are all on the same page. And for those of you who are interested in getting a channeled message here, focusing solely on your love life, then feel free to take part in this super chat live. Again, this is only a one open-ended personal question in regards to your love life. The question could be phrased with a how, what, or potential why. Please note that there are 5 important guidelines in regards to the live stream. Number 1, please read the legal disclaimer. Number 2, I will call you in the order you've appeared on the super chat list. Number 3, if you're not present on the chat, then when your name is called, I will skip you and place you at the end of the list for a second chance at participating. Okay? Hi, Daniela. How are you? This is not a free reading, though, Daniela. Okay, so if you are interested in taking part in the super chat live, please note that it is a $15 super chat, and the example questions are down below. Okay, so before you actually commit to having a super chat, please note that the super chat is $15. This is one personal question reading. Okay, so just so you guys know, please read the super chat information. It is a $15 super chat only, one open-ended personal question. And I'll be focusing on one of the following. Please take a look at the questions down below so that you are aware of what you can ask and phrase, right? In order so you can maximize your one question. That being said, please know that if you are not present for the chat when your name is called, then you will be skipped and placed at the end of the list for a second chance at participating. Number 4, tarot serves as guidance. It is not fixed predictions, okay? Your free will and choices ultimately shape your journey. Number 5, what you choose to do with the insights given for entertainment purposes only is always in your power, responsibility, and free will. The legal disclaimer is as follows. Readings are for entertainment purposes only. Please remember that readings should never replace licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal, or financial advice, or professional licensed medical, financial, therapeutic, legal help. My readings are for entertainment use only and are not replacements for getting licensed professional, medical, financial, therapeutic, legal advice. Please note that the examples to the questions are as follows. You can ask something like, again, an example: what do I need to know about my current connection or single life? How can I move my love life forward? How can I restore the passion between my partner and I? How can my partner and I improve our love life? Why was I ghosted? Why has my past connection gone MIA in our connection? Why the silence between my partner and I? That being said, please know that if it's not phrased in that way, I will remove the question, okay? That being said, hello, Daniela, welcome back. And you wanna ask a question? We kind of like each other and some kind of feelings for each other. What do you see happening between me and Mal if we continue this connection? Okay, so basically, what could be the what potential outcome? That's basically the question here. If things continue to go in the way that they're going, what could be the potential outcome? All right, so that's the question. That's how I'm going to phrase the question here. Okay, Daniela. All right, that being said, let's take a look at your potential outcome. Thank you so much for taking part in the Super Chat Live. All right, let's take a look here at the potential outcome if things continue the way they are continuing in the connection, right? So let's take a look here. You know that could always change either way. Okay, so you can make certain decisions that could change this potential outcome, and another person can change their decision or change the course of action. All right, but if that's the question that you want to ask, let's jump right in and find out what could be the potential outcome between Daniela and Mile if they continue in the current trajectory. Okay. All right, Daniela, let's take a look here at your question. What could be the potential outcome if Daniela and Mile continue in their current trajectory? All right, let's see what's coming through. Potential outcome. Okay, just remember that's the only question that I'm going to be channeling, okay? What could be the potential outcome between Daniela and M if they continue in the current trajectory? All right, I'm just going to say M. It's not an issue. I'll just say M, okay? Daniela and M. You're welcome, my dear. What could be the potential outcome between Daniela and M if they continue their current trajectory? Okay, let's take a look at this moment in time. Potential outcome if this is going towards the current trajectory. It says mapping the way, explore, love, unearth unexpected treasures. Okay, so this is coming across as there could be things that could be first of all, it seems a little uncertain. Okay, like I said, there are things that you can decide that could go in a different direction. There's other things that M could decide and go in a different direction. So mapping the way, if things continue in the current trajectory right now, there could be here the sense of wanting to continue to explore. Okay. Now, of course, we're going to continue with the reading. But again, I said this at the beginning of the reading. It could come out very vague because it all depends on how you may want to go towards a connection and what this other person may be wanting to go to the connection. Okay. So right now at this moment in time is looking as if there would be a sense of curiosity here of wanting to continue further. Okay. What that further may be, I don't know. Is that a committed relationship? I don't know. but there is this sense of wanting to explore the connection further. So at this moment in time, that's what it's looking like. Okay, it's looking like potentially here the intention, right? The potential intention here moving forward is two people still wanting to see how things go. All right. So let's continue to explore and see what else is coming through here. So, what could be the potential outcome here between Daniela and M? Hello, Monica. Welcome. Please no, Monica, I don't know the currency, but this personal reading is $15 USD, okay? So I don't know how to do the conversion, but just letting you know, okay, my dear? So I'll let you figure out that conversion if you'd like. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So I just started Monica Daniela's reading, okay? So if you could hold on for me for a bit, and then we're going to explore your question, okay? Okay, Monica? Thank you so much. All right. So let's continue to see here the potential trajectory here. What could be the potential outcome in Daniela and M's connection here if things continue to go in this trajectory? Okay, we have heartbreak. I have 3, rejection, and friendship. Okay, so this is coming out. Remember that I said we don't know. This is potential, right? Potential outcome. There could be some major differences here between what you may be looking for and what Miles may be looking for, or what you may be ready and what Miles may be ready for. As I said at the top of the reading, it says explore love and unearth unexpected treasures. So again, this could go either way. This could be saying one or two things. There could be a potential friendship here that could continue to develop, but there could be some things here in regards to the level of friendship or connection that this may go down the road, okay? Because it seems here that there may be differences here in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's differences because, I'm going to continue to explore, but there could be differences here. One person could be, not ready or not sure. Another person could be ready and could be more sure about something, okay? But there could be some type of illusion here. Okay, there could be someone here that's really hoping, praying, wishing it goes in a certain direction. There may be one of you, I don't know if it's you or M, but one of you here could be more like, well, I really don't want to go down this specific avenue or this specific path. So if you are having this, if you are, I'm listen carefully, okay, Daniela, because I'm okay, there we go. So this is, listen carefully. So this could go either in two direction. This person, this could be you or this could be the other person. Okay. So I don't know which of the two here, but there could be here someone expecting or wanting or looking for a specific type of connection. Okay. And another person may be here wanting a different type of connection, but both are like, wow, we have a really, really good friendship. How are we going to figure this out? Okay. So there could be here a potential disillusionment. There could be a potential disappointment. There could be here someone's feelings hurt here. Okay. There could be shattered dreams, or there could be someone here, again, like I said, one person is thinking one thing or feeling one thing, another person is thinking or feeling something else. Okay. Now, what there seems to be here is potentially, remember, potential outcome looking at how the trajectory is right now, is that there may still be there a type of friendship. Okay, so there may be friendship, but one person, okay, or two people could be very much on opposing ends in regards to something here that matters either to more to one person or to the other. Okay, so again, there could be a potential here where there could be different expectations. Okay, so I'm going to continue with the reading. Like I said, let's see what else is coming through. I'm only focusing on that one question and one question only. So let's continue to see. All right. So what could be the potential outcome between Daniela and M in regards to their connection here if it continues to go in the current trajectory? Okay, give me more explanation. Give me clarity here with the first card of heartbreak. There we go. Exactly what I was saying. Validation confirmation. Again, the question is, what could be the potential outcome if you, Daniela, and M continue on this current trajectory? Like I said before, it seems as if the potential outcome could be two people not agreeing on a specific idea, on specific terms of the connection, whatever that may be. Okay? So there is this sense of not seeing eye to eye in something, and that disagreement or not being able to see eye to eye, whatever that may be. Okay, because the only question that I'm channeling right now is what could be the potential outcome, right? Should things continue in the same trajectory they are now? So if you are having at this moment in time this type of disconnect now, this is saying potentially in the near future, okay? This could continue. The same disagreement can continue. The same not seeing eye to eye on whatever this may be may potentially continue, which, as I said at the top of the reading, may create this sense of someone's feelings getting hurt. Let's continue with the same question. All right, let's see with rejection, what else is coming through here? What could be the potential outcome here between Daniela? Okay, so I see a whole bunch of questions being added here, so I need to remove that because I'm only focusing on this one question. Okay, Daniela, let's keep going here. Taking a look at the potential outcome here, should Daniela and M continue on this current trajectory? Okay, so let's see the potential outcome here, focusing on the current trajectory between Daniela and M. Let's get more clarity here on all right, on rejection. What is this about here? Let's get more clarity. Yeah, you see, again, here we go. Frustration, hot-tempered, okay? Learn to forgive and let go of grudges. Validation confirmation again on exactly what I was picking up at the top of the reading, which is, again, there could be here a disagreement, an argument, two people not seeing eye to eye on specific terms or in specific things here connected to the type of relationship or the type of connection that either you may be seeking or that M may be seeking, okay? So again, that's what's coming through here in regards to rejection. So there could be here potentially in the near future someone not agreeing with someone else. Someone may feel isolated, like, oh, I'm giving so much, but I'm not getting the same in return. A person feeling a bit disconnected from the other partner. Again, this could be you, this could be M, okay, it could be either one of you. But what it seems to be here is that there seems to be potentially, if we continue in the same current trajectory that you are right now, that there may be arguments here about certain conditions or certain terms about the connection. Okay. So again, validation confirmation here coming through on the same thing I was feeling at the top of the reading. Now, let's go a little further, because there is here, what I was saying is that there's friendship here, right? So it could be two people that, again, although they're not in agreement with certain, terms or certain conditions in the connection, there could still be here a potential friendship, right? But let's see. Let's get more clarity here on friendship. I feel that whatever is going on here, potentially, right? Potentially in the near future, what could come out of this is two people having to figure something out, okay? And making some decisions, because it's like two different energies are here. One person is thinking one thing, another person is thinking another. One person may feel one way, another person may feel another. Now, there could be here, like I said, the potential outcome here is that, yes, there are two people who care for each other, but just because you care for each other doesn't equal the type of maybe connection that either M is looking for or the type of connection that you may be looking for. Okay. So again, like I said at the top of the reading, that says mapping the way, explore the love and unearth the unexpected treasures. So there could be here this kind of like, well, let's see how this goes. But in the end, there may be a potential here of two people just really not agreeing on the core value or on the core foundation here in connection to this relationship or this connection or this friendship. Okay. Let's continue to see what else is coming through here in regards to friendship. Okay. Give me more clarity. What could be the potential outcome between Daniela and M, taking into account the current trajectory? Give me more clarity here on friendship. All right. So the friendship, there we go. We have fantasy versus reality. Validation confirmation. Like I said, there could be one person who's very much into the illusion of what they want to see, and another person could be more realistic about what they're actually seeing. This could be a fantasy or an illusion of what someone thinks that they're feeling or thinks, or is kind of like seeing. And then there's the reality portion of it, and this could be talking about maybe the emotions of friendship or the emotions of a familiarity or a sense of bond, or the caring of a connection such as a friendship being looked at as if it's a permanent love situation, when in reality it could be just two friends that, or two people that may very much care for each other deeply, but there's an element here, there's an elephant in the room, okay, as they say, that it may not be as realistic, okay, in regards to the certain challenges here, because you have two people who may not be on the same level, or they might not agree on certain values, or they may not agree here on certain terms and conditions. Maybe one person is ready for a commitment, another person may not be ready. And so there's this kind of tension here that what's going to happen is it's going to continue to build over time. And although there is a beautiful friendship or connection or feelings or a sense of familiarity, there may be here a need to take a closer look at what really this is about. Is it that someone in the connection, whether it be you or the other person, one of you here is a bit stubborn? They're just like, listen, I don't want to hear no, I want to hear yes. And the other person is like, but I can't give you a yes because I don't know, or I'm not ready, or you know what, I'm not really looking for X, Y, and Z. And so that could be this tension here that is continually seen here. Now, that doesn't mean that there isn't any caring. There's a sense of, again, someone caring for each other. There's a sense maybe here of a deep respect, of a mutual respect. But there is this part of, well, friendship is one thing, long-term longevity commitment is a whole other thing. Okay, it's a whole other focus. All right. And so again, that's what's coming through here. Let's see here of the potential, again, potential outcome here. Actually, let me take a look at this one here. Okay. So let's see what's coming through here in regards to. All right, let's see. Give me more clarity here on our opinion, argument, frustrated, and hot-tempered. Rejection and heartbreak. I'm going to clarify this area right here. Okay, here we go. Resurrection. There is some the feeling here, again, potentially in the potential outcome here, is someone wanting to bring something back the way they want to see it, the way they want to experience it. They want the way that they want to move in the connection with. Okay, so they have here resurrection and comeback. And what was after that? Yeah, there's a sense here of really, really yearning for happiness. Okay, ecstasy. Someone really, really yearning for happiness here and losing themselves in the process of trying to convince, whether it's M convincing you or you trying to convince M about a connection here or about a type of ending here. That one person is being more in the illusion, whereas the other one is looking at things more from a realistic standpoint. So again, I'm keep getting here two people who are very much at different ends about this caring connection that they have with one another. Okay, let's see what else is coming through, and then I'm going to end the reading here with advice from the other deck. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through. So this was just for me to kind of gauge more information here. So yeah, there's someone here who just, is more about, I want us to be happy. And another person is like, all right, but the reality is, X, Y, and Z. And another person is like, yeah, but what do you think about this, that, and the other? You see what I'm saying? Two different mindsets here. And that's going to create here some sense of an argument or a sense of heartbreak or potential grief here, because one person here is going to feel disconnected from the other, or this could be both people feeling disconnected from each other. And potentially here in the near future, like I said, there's frustration and hot tempered. There could be just the levels of frustration here in the near future being so high that, it's difficult to kind of even move, because there are two people here who are at very different ends of the spectrum here. Okay. Let's see what's coming through here. All right, that's wanted to stay here. Okay, so there's someone okay, there's the potential of a Seven of Pentacles, the Moon, and I'm not surprised that that's the case. Okay, I'm not surprised that's the case. Even though there may be someone, or maybe two people, or maybe there's a sense of someone here leading somebody else on, okay, because that could also be here, that type of dynamic. There could be one person here leading the other person on because they're afraid that they're going to hurt someone's feelings, or that they're going to increase some type of fear or anxiety within the connection and the partnership. There could be something here that could be very much lacking in regards to that reciprocal energy. The Six of Pentacles are two energies that are in the give and take. So the Seven of Pentacles is, yes, there could be the sense of patience, but through the patience, there may be still this sense of fear and worry, because something, no matter how much something is being waited on, may not be changing here, because you need two people in order to make something grow in the same path. You need two people to be on the same path in order to reach the goal. So one person can't say, I want to go left, and the other one may say, I want to go right, and still these two people go in the same direction. Okay, so again, I'm feeling this kind of constant tug and pull here. Okay, Daniela, in the near future. And again, this may be something that you are, and I don't know if you are or you're not. But like I said, the question is focusing on what could be the potential outcome if there is this constant trajectory that you are in right now at this moment in time. So if right now you are having this type of tension between you and M and you, this is looking like the tension is going to continue, because again, there's a lack of two people investing in the same way emotionally, or in the same way in other way, shape, or form here. Okay, because remember, Six of Pentacles is the giving and the receiving, right? So there's a valuable piece here that may be missing, which is why we see here opinion and argument, heartbreak, we see frustration, hot-tempered, rejection. Okay, we see here friendship, fantasy versus reality. Okay, that being said, let's take a look at what information is coming through for you here in regards to the potential advice. Okay, what could be here the potential advice in regards to this potential trajectory? Okay, what is the potential advice here for this potential outcome for Daniela? All right, let's see what's coming through for you, Daniela, okay? It says, fresh opening. Listen carefully. In the near future, the potential outcome, should this trajectory continue in the way that it is right now at this moment in time, could be either you or M making a different decision here. Listen carefully. Fresh opening. Destiny has opened a new door. So there may be something here in regards that you may be upset and decide, listen, this is just not working. Or there could be the potential outcome here of M saying, you know what, we're not seeing eye to eye, and this isn't working. But there's some type of new direction that could potentially be here opening up, meaning in different directions here. Okay. So this says fresh opening. Destiny has opened a new door for you. Let yourself dive into this fresh life. Open your heart fully and welcome this gift you deserve. So there may be some things here in the near future, potentially, if this continues in the current trajectory, that you may feel that you may not deserve. You're like, I don't deserve to be rejected. I don't deserve to be strung along. I don't deserve to be in a connection where I'm always arguing about something that I'm hoping, wishing, desiring, and being patient on. But all I'm doing is living in some type of anxiety and worry because it's not coming like I would like it, because both of us are on different sides of the coin here. We're not on the same page in something. And so here, with this sense of fantasy versus reality, there may be here a rude awakening where either you or M may decide, you know what, let me start something new here, okay? Or let me pivot in a new direction. Or, there could be just, other opportunities here that are better aligned than the ones that could be potentially here in the near future showing up for both you, Daniela, and M. That being said, I hope these messages have been insightful, Daniela. Don't forget that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, and I hope that they have helped clarify some things here for you. That being said, Daniela, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope, again, that this clarity has giving you some sense of resolution here, or at least some sense of clarity. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Daniela. Up next, we have Monica. Hello, Monica. Welcome back. Monica, just give me 1 second here. Okay. Let me just make sure here. My nail just decided to unravel here. Daniela, thank you so much for visiting and for stopping by and for taking part in this Super Chat Live. Hope to see you soon, Daniela, and I wish you the very best of luck. All right, up next, we have Monica. Hello, Monica. All right, for those of you who are wondering if you don't need to worry. You don't need to retract the messages, because once this goes back on, like on the feed on the channel, no one is going to be able to see the live chat. Okay. Sorry, it's just my nail gave out over here. All right, Monica. Hello, my dear. Says, what can you tell me about manifesting my potential future husband? Okay, so this is about maximizing the manifestations here. Okay, just give me 1 second. Let me just add all these cards back into their proper decks here, and then we're going to jump straight into your reading. Okay, Monica, thank you so much for your patience. For those of you who are visiting, welcome. My name is Lexa Tarot, and today I'm doing a super chat live focusing on a personal question that you may have about your love life. Now, as you always are reminded, please know that these messages are for entertainment purposes only, and we're focusing here on open-ended questions. So how, what, or potential why, okay? That being said, let's take a look here at what's coming through the next. Let me just put everything back, though. All right. So thank you so much, Monica, for stopping by. Great to see you. And let's see what could be coming through. But first, let's put all this away, because I feel like we need a whole different set of cards. All right. Give me 1 second here. I'm definitely going to need this one. That's the whole thing about live readings, when it's not live readings, but about personal questions, because different questions may, I use different, different questions may have me pull from different decks. And I have so many decks. All right. All right. So let's take a look here. No worries. Thank you so much, Daniela, for taking part in the reading. Okay. Thank you so much. That being said, let's focus here on Monica. All right, Monica. So let me see your question again, and then I just want to make sure that we're both on the same page with it, okay? So your question is, what can you tell me about manifesting my potential future husband? So you want to know what you want to know tools, like what could bring you closer to your potential future husband? So what things can you do to get you closer to that potential partner? Let me know if that sounds good to you, okay? Because that question, what are some things that you can do to attract your future partner? Well, I can't. Well, I mean, I wouldn't be able to tell you how close or how far, but I can tell you what could come through in regards to. Yeah, can help me how to manifest. Okay, right. So how to manifest more effectively. Yeah, I think that. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry, honey. Sorry, I didn't see you were back there. Sorry, my puppy was right behind my foot. Yeah, that could be a very beneficial reading here about the manifesting. Okay, so let's see here. What can Monica do to increase and maximize manifestation to call in her divine counterpart, future partner, future husband, future connection? Let's see what's coming through for you. All right, so we have here, ooh, deep knowing, happy, and mending, fixing, repairing. Wow, this is beautiful. All right, this is what's coming through. Number one, in order for you to maximize, okay, your manifestation, in order to potentially hear, because of course, Monica, as you know, these messages are for entertainment purposes only, but in order for you to maximize here, okay, the manifestation here for yourself, one, it's funny because even though it came out this way, I'm being called to go this way. So I'm being called to go in the opposite direction. Okay. By the way, you do have angel number 77 here, which tells me that I should also use the angel card here, the new angel deck that I have with angel numbers. All right. So let's start with mending, fixing, and repairing. And again, it might sound repetitive, but again, this is what's coming through. One of the ways that you can maximize your ability to continue to manifest and attract the person that is or could potentially be here your divine counterpart, your future potential partner, your significant other, potentially in the near future, or however this may be, is by focusing on the mending, fixing, and repairing the blocks or blockages that you may have still connected to a breakup, separation, or divorce. Now, this may still be here reminding you to be focusing on the heart chakra, making sure you're clearing, you're doing all of that. The reason why this is coming up is because when we are single, okay, when we are single and we're not in partnership, guess what? Our triggers may not flare up as easily because we're not in a connection. You know, it's very different when you get triggered by someone who maybe is a colleague, maybe at work, maybe a friend, maybe, you know, a stranger, you know what I mean? You can disconnect from those connections. So the reason why this is coming up, Monica, is because even though you may be doing the mending, fixing, or repairing, this is saying there is still additional work that needs to happen, because there may be here a potential situation, circumstance, or event. And at some point in time, when you're in a connection where areas that may not have been fully healed may pop up, and they may pop up without you realizing and or being able to connect those things together. So there could be here maybe in the near future, you're like, okay, listen, I've worked on myself. I've done the best that I can. You know, I think I'm ready. I'm really good. But how do you know you're going to be ready? When you are in an actual connection. And then when you are in an actual connection, then the stakes are high. The stakes are high because if there is still more to work on, which may not have been worked on, it can spark some type of tension in a potential connection. So there are things that you can work by yourself through. And chances are you're doing this because it's showing up. Listen, the work that you're doing, mending, fixing, repairing, focusing on yourself, focusing on your heart chakra, letting go of residual energy. Okay. So you're doing that work, which is wonderful. But then also understand that there may be components of a lesson that needs to be learned and triggers that may be experienced when you are in a connection, because that's going to lead you to establishing a deeper bond with the person in the near future, right? With your partner. So one of the things it is talking about here, how to maximize the manifestation so that you can attract the person in the near future that you would like, or the partnership that you would like, is to continue to do what you chances are doing right now, which is mending, fixing, repairing as much as you can by yourself, and also be in the awareness that there may be future ups and downs that you won't be able to work on until you are in a connection. Okay, because that's when the real test comes. You know, did I really heal from that experience, circumstance, or challenge from the past or recent past? Okay, you're only going to know that when you are in a connection. And then of course then it becomes a little bit even more challenging, because then you have two people. Okay, so you may be sparking some trigger in the other person who also may need to heal further, and that person may be triggering something within you that will need to be worked further. Okay, so you're doing the right thing here. Ace, come. Ace, come. Good boy. So it's talking about here, you potentially here you go, buddy. You potentially here continuing this wonderful trajectory of working on yourself so that you can show up in the highest or in the best version of you. So how else can you continue to manifest and amplify this counterpart attraction and manifestation, reminding yourself that you are not doing anything from a lack mindset. So you're not searching, you're not feeling, oh, I have to have a connection, or when is it coming? Like, you're very calm, cool, and collected. Happy. It's about a person who's very much centered. Again, very much connected to the mending. So a person who continues to be centered in their own happiness, in their own joy. Okay. It's like the queen energy, right? You are in your kingdom, being the best version of you and attracting and radiating a lot of positive energy. Why? Because when you are in this high vibration, automatically you are going to be attracting people with the same intensity, the same type of vibration. Okay, someone who's more able to say, wow, Monica is so like positive. Monica is so down. Monica is so positive, so like happy-go-lucky, very confident. And you know what? People look for that, right? So there is a sense of confidence that you radiate when you are feeling comfortable in your own skin. And that, of course, is continues to happen as you continue to mend, fix, heal, and continue to work on yourself. So this is beautiful. Another thing here that's coming through, another thing here that's coming through is another thing that is very important in this manifestation is you listening to your intuition, to your deep knowing. Intuitively, you're going to know who this person may potentially be, because there's going to be this attraction, but not so much from an outward superficial attraction. There could be no down, no. There could be something deeper, a more soul to soul attraction. Okay, so this could be here a future friendship, a future connection here. Okay, that may start off very, kind of, we're having fun, we get along, there's some dynamic here, I really enjoy their company, they enjoy my company, and then something in you, it's like, ding, I feel like this is more than just a friendship. I feel that this is more than just two people hanging out, or two people kind of connecting with their past experiences and their past connections. Okay? Sit, stay. All right, so let's see how else here you can continue to maximize the manifestation. Now, what's interesting is this was going in that direction. So it was going against the normal flow here. This could be very much connected here, Monica. Now, I'm not saying it is, but there could be someone here that may come back. Maybe it was just only as friends once upon a time. Ace, stop. It doesn't have to be, but it's pulling me back to the past here. Okay. Ace. Sit. Okay, let's see what else here. How can you manifest, amplify that manifestation? Ace, down. All right, let's see here. All right, and we have here embody grace. Wow, angel number 44 here. Embody grace. Embody grace is about allowing things to flow. First, flow Ace, stop. Stop, Ace. Allowing things to flow naturally. Nothing here is forced. Nothing here is pushed. Nothing here is stop, Ace. Ace, stop. Good boy. My dog is at it right now. Enough. All right. So embodied grace is allowing things to flow naturally. Is you leaning into your yin energy. As you see here, there is this sense number Ace, stop. I'm so sorry. Give me a second, Monica. Okay, now you're gonna sit in there. Come here. Go in. Go in. Down. Here you go, Ace. Okay, there you go. All right. So you may hear a little whining in the background, but actually, let me just close this session because he's really at, and he already had a walk. So, all right, here we go. All right. So there's, again, you're getting another angel number. So you have 7 here, and now you have 4. And embodied grace is about you, and this is a deer, like a deer with like really high antlers. Remember that I said, number one, deer is about sensitivity. It's also about the yin energy, the divine feminine. Again, you're not chasing, you're attracting, right? So that's number one. Number two, deers are known to be sensitive animals. In other words, there's a sense here of you being able to deeply connect with your inner knowing and be able to connect. What, Ace, you are on once a day. Relax. You being able to lean into your yin and divine feminine energy. Okay? Sorry, I'm going to have to bring him up here. Oh my goodness. And by the way, we already had a walk. So he's on one today. Okay, stay right here, Ace. You've never interrupted. You want to say hi to everyone? Say hi. Hello. I want to be extra today. I never am. I always let my mommy do her readings, but today I want to be extra special with Monica here. So yeah, the deer energy is about the divine feminine. It's not about chasing. It's about attracting. It's not about, being in this energy of, chasing someone down. It's allowing yourself to be in the receptive energy as the divine feminine. That has nothing to do with gender. It's about energy, right? So nice. So like I said, there's something here about your intuition, Monica, whether it's that you are going to be able to know exactly who this person's energy, like the energy is going to be the synergy between the both of you here, as you see in the mending card. Okay. But there's this sense here about you knowing who this person may be, not so much about like the exact person, but more so about the energy that's going to generate. Okay. So let's take a look at the next deck. Very, very interesting. Ace, you even broke my nail over here. All right, so let's see. What else is coming through in regards to this manifestation? Thank you. I don't know why he normally isn't. Like, you guys know, he never interrupts. But tonight he's like, yeah, I want to interrupt. That is so weird. He normally doesn't. He doesn't at all. I gave him a dog biscuit, a dog cookie, and he's like lost his mind. Let's see something here. Manifestation. Amplifying the manifestation. New love, you see? This is going to be a new connection. It could be very much connected to gift giving or tokens of reciprocity. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. This dog looks exactly like my dog. Ace, come. Stay right here. That is so funny. Number one, this could be a person who is new. Now, since this came up, I want to give you information on the potential here of what this energy or who this person may potentially be here. But I'm getting someone here who, it may be someone new, could be a new attraction. It could start off as being friends. Dogs are all about friendship. Dogs are about partnership, but they're also about like friends also. So there could be here starting off as friends for sure. Give me 1 second here. Oh my God. Today is one of those days. Ace, you're on the table. You are on one today. Everyone's going to be like, what happened with Lexa Tarot? I don't know. My dog is losing it over here. All right. I want to see who this potential... Down. New love, new person. Let me see something here. Give me more info here on this new person. Something here about this person, potential new person. Give me 1 second. I don't know if you guys can hear it. He's like crying in the background. He is whining. So obviously after you, Monica. Oh, I know. See, he's after this right here. You see that? These are doggy bakery goods. Okay? This is what he's after. He's like, I want another one. Here you go. Here you go. All right, so I just like literally cut them up and just put them all over the place so he could give me some time here to channel your messages. All right, there we go. So he should leave us alone for a little bit. Okay, next time I know, don't leave the cookie, the sandwich, the dog treats on the table over here. All right, let's see what I can... Who could this new person be here for Monica? New love. This is taking a whole different turn here. This may be going into a direction of characteristics of this person. Swan. Wow. Whomever this person is in the near future that you may be manifesting, you are going to feel this very much of a connection with one another. Okay, the swan. Swans are symbols for twin flames or soulmates. That's number one. And it's interesting because, again, and it keeps coming across, it came out already 3 times in your reading. 1, 2, 3. Deeper knowing, embody grace, which I told you is very much connected to the divine feminine, your ability to connect not only with your yin energy, but also you to be in this receptive energy. But remember, I said deers are known to be very sensitive and intuitive. And you have also the swan. And what did I write underneath the swan? I don't know if you could see it, but I wrote inner voice is going to be gentle. So this person could come across as a very gentle person. This person could also be a person who is equally intuitive. And maybe that's the reason why you keep having angel numbers here. You have you have 7, and then you have 4 here. And then here, if you're taking a look, you have an angel number again. And that's the swan. It's its reflection, but you're getting here too. You see that? So whomever this person may potentially be that you may be manifesting, maybe a person who, number one, has gone through some sort of transformation. They may be someone who has gone through something's going to be very different about them, meaning they may have gone through a very big, breakup, separation, or divorce. They may have gone through, a brand new beginning. They're very different at the moment that you meet them versus where they may have been, years before or months before you met them. Okay. And I feel that this manifestation person that you may be manifesting here in the near future in regards to, which is very interesting because this is going in a whole different trajectory, but we're going to go with the flow of this, just like the divine, just like the yin energy here. But I feel this person is going to be equally intuitive. You may be attracting someone very similar to you in the sense of maybe there's going to be similarities here in the way that in your love languages. So there may be some type of similarities here in love languages. It doesn't have to be gift giving, but it could be here similarities of love languages. It could be here something very much connected to maybe you have had similar, past situations here, maybe past, relationship issues. Okay, maybe they can understand you as much as you can understand them because it's maybe both of you went through something similar, a similar experience, a similar heartbreak. Okay. It says here gift giving, and maybe that is a way that you're going to be able to know who this person is. Maybe there is this sense or this connection in regards to this person wanting to kind of in a way like, oh, listen, I'm going out for a cup of coffee. Would you like one? That type of generosity. So there may be here that type of generosity here in regards to this person. And what's interesting also is that this deep knowing has 2 moons here, 2 full moons. And 2 full moons in a month is equal to a blue moon, right? So what's a blue moon? When there's 2 full moons in a month. And that's usually a rarity. It's not a common occurrence. So I feel that this person here that you may manifest in the near future, or this manifestation here having to do with a significant other, is very much connected here to someone who, again, there's something unique about either the person or unique in the manner in which you meet them and they meet you. So that is coming through very, very strongly here. By the way, Monica, thank you so much for being patient, because Ace normally isn't this intrusive. He's not intrusive ever when I do readings, but today I don't know what came across. It says protection, finding what's important. What I'm getting here is this is very much connected here to the mending and fixing, which is interesting because that's where the next card I was going to go. But this is talking about making sure that there isn't this jaded energy surrounding your heart, okay? In regards, hey, stop. Stop. Okay? Making sure that there isn't jaded energy surrounding this sense of like wanting to protect your heart, because you may feel like, oh my gosh, now finally the person, you know how sometimes like people ask and pray and wish and they manifest, and then all of a sudden everything that they've asked for comes through in some way, shape, or form. Ace, now you disappear into the sunset. um and then it's like this kind of energy where it's like, oh my God, this is too good to be true. Okay. So there is this sense of like being open to the possibility that if you are really asking and looking for, and not so much like searching, but attracting someone, for you to understand that it's important that you don't come off with jaded energy, especially, when finally your manifestation comes through. And there may be something here about a mutual, maybe there may be some things that you will learn from this person, because there may be things that this person also needs to heal. Because remember, there are two people here in the mending, fixing, or repairing. So there may be something that with your connection with this person, you may help them heal something, and they will also help you heal something here. So it's going to be this beautiful give and take type of energy between, potentially here manifested the divine counterpart of this, meshing of two people who, if they do still need to work on things in a connection, will be able to do so together. So this is beautiful. There's something here about, there could be something meaningful that either this person may share with you. It could be something tangible, or it could be just a type of person who's very generous. You know what I mean? It's coming across as someone who's giving. It says tokens of reciprocity, hold cherished memories. And I'm not just talking about tangible gift giving. I'm talking about, this could be intangible gift giving. And what do I mean by that? I mean that there could be this energy here of, for example, valuable time spent together. And that's something that you can't touch. It's intangible, but it's super valuable. You see what I'm saying? So there's something here about valuing the time together. Very, very interesting. Give me 1 second here. I'm looking for another one here. I never know where these readings can take me with personal readings. That's why I whoop. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Give me more about this potential person here. Let's see. Potential person being manifested here. Ooh, look what came out by itself. All right, let's see what this is about. This could be this person's characteristic. All right, so they have here the chess queen. Okay, there's another card under here. I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to focus on the chess queen first. This person could be a person who's smart. I'm getting someone who's intelligent. I'm getting someone who may be kind of like the King of Swords energy, a little bit reserved, a little bit more quiet. I'm getting here someone who is logical, analytical. They may feel a little bit reserved in regards to their emotions here. Okay, so this could be a potential person here that could be giving this energy. Ace. Let me get this. Thank you. So the chess queen is someone, again, I feel this person could be very much connected to their inner oracle, or a person who is intuitive. Queen energy is the yin energy. There, you know what, it's funny because I'm getting here, which is interesting. It could be like their sun, maybe their sun or their moon. Something about their moon sign could be maybe in Venus or something like that. Look at that. Here we go again. Wow, validation confirmation. The Swan Queen. Bingo. Swan again. Talk about validation confirmation. There may be something here about, listen, I don't know where you may live. I don't know if you have winters wherever you're at, but there could be here something about, if it's not winter, it could be during a time where it's cooler. This person could also, remember that I was talking about the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. This person may seem a little bit reserved, a little bit quiet, a little bit reserved. It doesn't mean that they're, they're not, I'm not getting standoffish. I'm just getting a person who, yes, has a lot of emotions, but may be very calm, cool, and collected, kind of like that King of Cups also, because that King of Cups gives that energy. This person may be intuitive, and again, with transformation. And I talked about that at the top of the reading. I said this person could be going through a very big transformation period when they meet you. Okay, they too could be going through something that they may have gone through in the past or recent past, that's focusing on mending, fixing, healing, or repairing something here in regards to, their own love life or their own, heart here also. Yeah, very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful energy. Again, this could be, again, potentially here. By the way, you have the number 4 again. So you have 4, 4, and then 3 plus 1 is equal to 4 again. So a lot of angel numbers. I'm just going to take this deck, and then I'm going to take one more, and then I'm going to close your reading. But you got a little bit of everything here. You got a little bit about that manifestation, and you got a lot about the potential characteristic here, or the potential conditions here that may be here in the near future. They may not make any sense right now, but they may make sense in the near future. Okay, so let's see what else is coming through here for you about this person that could potentially be manifested here. From your manifestation, what could come through here in regards to this potential person? Let's see. Yeah, you see, I told you this person, again, may have gone through a very big breakup, separation, or divorce. They have mending, fixing, repairing also. And they have here the Swan, which again, I talked about transformation. They may have been going through a very big transformation at the time you meet them, or here a big transformation period. Either they went through it before they met, or this is something that maybe they'll share with you. Like, oh man, if you would have met me last year or 2 years from now, or 4 years ago, I was such a different person. That type of energy. And I feel that whatever this was, it was very much connected to their emotions, because here the person is holding on to this letter and they're putting it next to their chest. So there could be here things very much connected to this sense of transformation that this person may have gone through. And because they have gone through such something really big, I feel that is what makes this person very much leaning into their yin energy, because there's a certain sense of compassion and nurturing about them because they understand pain. They understand having gone through something traumatic or having gone through something very big, you know? And if it's not about you, perhaps, being very protective of your heart, this person could come across a little bit quiet and standoffish or very reserved because they don't want to get hurt. They don't want their heart to be broken. It's going to be, one of these things where it's going to take time. It's going to take time to spend together, to know each other through a friendship, by talking, by, just hanging out together. And it may come across or it may start something like this. And maybe, like I said, there is the sense of you, of course, continuing to do the work for yourself, but it's like in preparation for this potential new connection here, that may be coming potentially here in the near future with this new love. And that's what this card is, what opened the box here, Pandora's box, in regards to diving a little bit deeper here on what this person's potential personality or description may be, right? Because if it wasn't for this card here, I wouldn't have gone down that road, because that wasn't what, the question was about manifestation. And I feel that there is this sense of manifestation here connected to this type of individual here. So there may be some clues here that, again, may not make some sense now, but they may make some sense later once certain things start, in a way, opening up here for you. Okay, you have Estefania, the one who surrenders, change, bonds, release. Yeah. This person has gone, or by the time you meet them, may have gone through a very big shift in their life. I feel it's going to have them be more open, more open to the possibility of a friendship. But there's something here about intuition. There's something here about the divine feminine. It's coming across on their side, and it's coming across also on your side. So there may be this sense of wanting to, like, one of those kind of like, I don't know why I'm attracted to this person, but I just am. Like, I can't pinpoint it. You know how it's like sometimes there's this kind of like, there may be some connections there that you're like, I would have never given this person the time of day, but there was something about that person that called my attention. It could be something like that here. All right, last but not least, let's take a look here at what else is coming through, because there's so many angel numbers here that I have to go and use the angel number deck, because there's so many. You have 7744 22. Look, you even have double numbers here, 2626. 2626. There's a lot of doubles. So this manifestation is definitely, like, the coming together of it is going to be very much divinely guided. And again, remember, there's something here about blue moon. So it may be like a month before a blue moon, a month after a blue moon, or it may be within a month that a blue moon may potentially happen here. But blue moon, look at that, 1919 cycles. Remember that I keep saying, and it keeps coming up in your reading here, Monica, about making sure that you are, now I'm not saying that you shouldn't put effort or you shouldn't put work into, ensuring that, you do the, your due diligence when it comes to your love life. But remember that it keeps coming up, like, not to force something, like to allow things to, kind of fall in their right place, like not to be kind of checking up, like when is my, divine counterpart coming, when, because then there's this sense of desperation. There's not a sense, and I'm not saying that that is the case with you, but I'm just giving you that energy here where it's better to be more in an alignment with yourself, in that happy go lucky, calm, cool, collected, let things come to you type of energy. Of course, doing your due diligence with mending, fixing, repairing the things that you need to, but also being in this alignment, okay, of radiating this beautiful joy. And what's interesting is that that's exactly what is coming through here. You have the number 1919, okay? A very interesting angel number because 1 plus 9 is equal to 10, and 10 is about completion. And if I reduce that number 10 into 1, this person could be a life path 1 or a life path 9. They could be a life path number of a lot of the angel numbers that came up here, but let's see what this says. First and foremost, it says cycles, okay? So again, I do feel that cycles is going to be very important here. Whether it's when you finish your complete cycle of mending, fixing, repairing, or that this person may have come out of or is on the tail end of a cycle of transformation. It says karma is approaching. Let go of the need to control. Remember, I've been saying that since the top of the reading. As you cannot force things to happen, embrace the lessons life offers to prevent them from repeating in the future. Which again, that's exactly how this message started here with this mending. Remember that the cards came out from left to right, but I kept saying that I'm feeling this energy from right to left. And sure enough, that is exactly what's coming through here. It says, make room for new experiences and positive transformations in your life. Okay. Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. I hope that they have given you the sense of clarity and, have opened up here a little bit of more clarity in regards to manifestation, and maybe here even potentially, connected here with maybe even the potential possibility here of some of these qualities or some type of these clues here in connection to this potential near future connection here. Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful for you. Don't forget to continue to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel about this. You wrote, yes, swans appearing twice feels very divine. Yeah, for sure. They came out twice. Yep. Wait, where is it? Here it is. There you go. Yeah. Remember that swans are the symbol for soul-to-soul connections, divine counterparts. And again, 2 full moons and 2 people working together. So very, very beautiful here. Monica, I hope these messages have been insightful. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.